time for Random Rush. You know what that means? I listen to Rush Limbaugh randomly for 60 seconds, and I respond in 90. It is now 1:15 p.m. on the East Coast.
You have to. It's a lot to keep in perspective. And you've seen people who think that they're just hot stuff and the biggest things going, and they're running around like they own it. Nobody knows who they are, and they laugh at them behind their backs and so forth. It's a very, very, very challenging psychological. Like in my case, I'll give you a little inside baseball. How many of you were raised? How many of you, when you grew up, had your parents tell you that it was okay if people hated you? That didn't happen to you, HR? Snurdly, did your parents say it's okay if somebody hates you? They did? Well, my point is nobody's raised to want to be hated. Everybody's raised to want to be loved. Most families raise their kids, responsible families. This is the old days when we had those. Raise their kids to be functioning members of the local community, to not embarrass the family name, do all these things. If it's common, ordinary. Nobody is raised to go out and be hated, right? Okay, so I'm the same way. That was not in any way, shape, manner, or form the way I was brought up. The only guy I can think of who might have been raised.
All right. I let him go on there.
I was dying to know who the only guy he could
think
of.
I guess Rush Limbaugh apparently is talking about how hated he is. And my guess is he's probably talking about the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee using his words about his special abilities to tell when a woman says no but really means yes. And he's talking about how he's an object of scorn. This is essentially, ladies and gentlemen, the Limbaugh version of the War on Christmas. It's downtime, lame duck session, time to re-energize your audience, pull the heartstrings, wage the war on consent that is given out there. And so Limbaugh saying, like, I've had to build tough skin. I wasn't raised to be enjoyed, to be hated, but I do it for you. And also several $100 million. And to make up for some obvious self-esteem issues that I have. But that's all I got. I don't know. Tough to refute Rush when he starts to give that inside baseball.